So a few weeks ago, Bose announced their whole new lineup of headphones. Now they announced the Bose QuietComfort headphones, which are these, and they're not all that different from their predecessors, the Bose QC45s, and these are the headphones that I've been using as my daily drivers for the last year or so. And they also announced their new Bose QuietComfort Ultra earbuds, and these aren't all that different from the Bose QuietComfort earbuds too. But what is very different and what is very exciting are the Bose QuietComfort Ultra headphones, and these are going to be the successors or the replacements to the Bose NC700s. Now, these are a pair of headphones that I have always been a little lukewarm about, and personally I do think that the Bose QC45s are much better than the Bose NC700s because first off, they block out a lot more noise, but they're also more comfortable, and I really appreciate their smaller case. So yeah, I've always been very lukewarm about the Bose NC700s, but right now let's just go ahead and get into the Bose QuietComfort Ultra headphones. Now, I've been waiting an extra week or 2 weeks to get these because Bose released the Bose QuietComfort headphones, and then they released the Ultras. So now the Ultras are finally in studio. So let's go ahead and open this up. There you go. So slide open. And I don't know what happened, but this box is just a little beat up. But here's the case. Oh, hold on. Open this. Okay, now, right off the bat, one of the things that I do want to say is I prefer this case a lot more than the Bose NC700s case. Now, the Bose NC700s have a lay flat design, as in you can't fold them. You see, these only lay flat. You can't fold them like the Bose QC45s. So that means since these are lay flat headphones, their case is going to have a larger footprint. Now, yeah, this case is relatively thin because if we were to compare it to the 1000 XM5s, this has a larger footprint than the Bose NC700s, but also it is thicker. And then there's the Sennheiser Momentum 4s, and again, large footprint because these are lay flat only, but also these are just even thicker than these other two cases. So traveling with these headphones, in my opinion, is a little bit annoying, a little bit cumbersome. Whereas with the Bose QC45s, this case is smaller and it is thinner. It has a smaller footprint because these headphones are fully collapsible. You can fold them and you can lay them down flat. And the Bose QuietComforts are the same thing, fully collapsible, smaller case, easier to travel with. And thankfully, we have the Ultras here, and they're pretty much the same. The corners on the Ultra are a little bit more rounded, but the Ultra is just like a hair wider. Overall, I think the travel experience with these two cases is going to be very similar. Nonetheless, I am happy with this case. Let's go ahead and open this up for the grand reveal. Oh wow, that's actually kind of nice. All right, so these are the Bose QuietComfort Ultras. Oh wow, these are a lot lighter than I expected. These are very lightweight. We're gonna have to see. Well, the headband itself is lightweight, but all the weight are on the ear cuffs. I can tell you that right now. Now, one of the things that I am going to have to point off right off the bat is going to be this leatherette. Now, Bose has always been, like one of the best companies out there that would make the leatherette, make it feel very premium, very real, make it feel just as good as real leather on, like, let's say headphones like the Bowers & Wilkins PX7S2s. These are using real leather and these feel very nice. However, and for comparison's sake, here are the NC700s. The leatherette on these feels very supple, very nice, but this leatherette, this new leatherette that Bose is using on their headphones just doesn't feel as good as the NC700s, and this is all just first impressions. And here are the QC45s, oops, and yeah, this leatherette feels a lot more supple because if you watch the unboxing video where we unbox the QuietComfort headphones, This leatherette feels a lot more artificial and a little bit more coarse than the leatherette found on the QC45s. Here, let me see. This leatherette here feels nicer than the leatherette here. I hope it's not a placebo effect because these are the Ultra. Now, I think they're the same. Yeah, no, these are the same. So basically, yeah, these are the same leatherette. So the leatherette on both the QuietComfort headphones and on the Ultra, it's passable, it's good, it's not bad, but it is a downgrade from the leatherette on Bose's previous headphones like the QC45s and the NC700s. So I just want to make that clear. It's good, it's not bad, it feels fine, but it's not as good as before. So that's the leatherette on these. Let's go ahead and open this up. Oh wow, these hinges are very loose. Some people might like that, other people might not. I don't like when the hinges are too loose. Now, do these click or glide? These glide. These glide open. These glide open. Whoops. All right, okay, well, I kind of see why these headphones are so lightweight. This up here, this is all just straight plastic. It looks like metal, but this is all just straight plastic. And it looks like this is all just straight plastic. This is probably metal, the arms, but the headband itself is straight plastic. Now, the ear cups on the Ultras, just as you'd expect, very spacious. Are they as spacious as the ear cups on the QuietComforts, the QC45s? I think the QC45s look a little deeper, but nonetheless, the Ultras are still very spacious, especially when you compare them to, let's say, the Sony 1000XM5s, because these are relatively shallow. So, all right, so let's see what else comes in the box. Oh no, this is one of the things that I hate when headphone manufacturers do this. So, this is your case. We're gonna remove the case. Basically, this case has a specific way that you have to put your headphones away. So you gotta collapse it like this and put them in so that they fit, so that they don't wiggle around. Whereas with the QuietComforts, it's just an empty case, so you can put them down however you want. So I don't know, it's kind of a little bit of a pet peeve when headphone cases do that, just because, you know, it's like an extra thing that you have to be mindful of. Kind of wish they didn't do that. But, you know, it looks elegant, but nonetheless, there is a lot of padding here. They did this just so that your headphones don't shift around, but yeah. And let's see, what else comes in here? And pretty basic. You have your audio cable, 2.5 to 3.5 millimeter audio cable. This is very important because you still want an audio cable, especially if you plan on flying with your headphones, so that you can connect your headphones to your airplane's infotainment system. So unlike the AirPod Pro Max, what are they called? The AirPod Max. Unlike the AirPod Max, where if you want to use them with a wired connection, you're going to have to buy a separate cable, which personally I think is ridiculous. And also having a wired connection with your headphones is still important, especially if you want to do content creation. And we've got the USB-A to USB-C charging cable. And that's pretty much it. No, there is no airplane adapter. You don't really need an airplane adapter. You can just plug in your headphones into one of the audio jacks and it's going to be perfectly fine. Now let's just have one last quick look at the headphones themselves before we move on to the earbuds. Now, let's see. So this here is a touchpad so that you can raise or lower the volume. You have your action buttons here. You have your USB-C port here, audio cable, audio jack here. And let's just go ahead and put these on. I do expect these to have a loose fit. I do expect them to be big head approved because Bose has always been big head approved. But we do have to like extend them out. Whoa, hold on. Okay, we're gonna have to extend them out all the way. So let's see. Okay, Clamping force, big head approved. Ear cups, spacious, but you just saw that in order for these headphones to fit my big head, I had to extend them out all the way. Whereas with something like the QC45s, and also keep in mind I have a hat on. If I were to take my hat off, then I don't have to use them all the way out. But with the Bose QC45s, if I extend them out this much and put them on, they fit me just fine. But more importantly, they still have more room to give. So if you're like, let's say you're like a 6'5", 6'7" type of guy, and you got a really big head, then you might want to go with the QuietComforts, because these are a little smaller technically than the Bose QuietComforts. So that's something to keep in mind. Now I am gonna have to look at, actually, I don't have to look. Let's just grab the scale. Hold on. Okay, and we're back. So right now we've got a scale, and let's see how much the Ultras weigh in at, because these do feel relatively lightweight. What are we coming in at? Okay, great. These are coming in at 253 grams. For comparison's sake, the Bose NC700s, these are like 264, I believe. Yeah, 262. I kind of know my stuff. So the Bose NC700s are 262s, 264. You know, these are fine. These are relatively lightweight. However, lighter is better, because with Sony's headphones, these are the 1000XM4s. 1000XM4s weigh in at 255 grams. The XM5s weigh in at 250 grams. And if I remember correctly, the Bose QC45s, these weigh in at 237 grams. Yeah, 236 grams. So the QuietComforts are still lighter than the Ultra, but these are actually the QC45s. Let's see what the new ones weigh in at. These should weigh in the same, if not a little less. Okay, 234. So the QuietComfort headphones are still lighter than the Ultras, but nonetheless, I love to see that the Ultras are lighter than the NC700s. Now, I know, what is that, like a 10-gram difference? Yeah, that's like a 10-gram difference. I know like a 10-gram difference might not seem like a lot going from the Bose NC700s to the Bose QuietComfort Ultra. However, 10 grams on your head after like 30 or 40 minutes, that does add up. So I can say that with the Ultras, these are going to be more comfortable than the NC700s, just from a weight perspective, and also when you're walking around. So the weight savings on the Ultra, that's a nice touch. All right, but before we move on to the earbuds, which is going to be a quick unboxing, let's just have a quick comparison of the ear cups. So these are the Bose QuietComfort Ultra. You know, very spacious. These should be able to fit most ear types without any problems. These are the Bose NC700s. I do think the Ultras have a larger radius, but I think the NC700s are a little deeper. And these are the ear cups on the Bose QuietComforts. Now, I think the radius is the same, but I do feel that the QuietComforts are a little deeper. So if you have really large ears or ears that stick out a lot, you might want to go with the QuietComforts. And here are the QC45s. These are basically the same as the QuietComforts, except the QC45s have a better feeling leatherette on them. Okay, and let's move on to some direct competitors. So these are the Sony 1000XM5s. My main complaint about the 1000XM5s is that their ear cups are pretty shallow, so these will press down on my ears, and I have relatively normal ears that don't stick out a lot. So that is one drawback about the XM5s in my opinion. And here are the 1000XM4s, and as you can see, the 1000XM4s have deeper ear cups than the XM5s, so these are more comfortable, but the XM4's ear cups aren't as spacious as the Bose QuietComforts or the Bose Ultra. Then here are the Sennheiser Momentum 4s. These are relatively spacious and these are deep as well. My main complaint about the ear cups on the Momentum 4s is that they have a lot of padding with a lot of surface area. So these can heat up a little faster than some other headphones out there. And here are the Sennheiser PX7S2s, and these are very spacious on the inside, but what I like is that there isn't as much surface area coming in contact with your skin, so these aren't going to heat up as fast. And also these are using real leather on their ear pads, and this leather just feels way better than the leatherettes found on the Bose Ultra. And finally, here are the AirPod Max. Now, these ear cups are spacious, but I am not a fan of these fabric ear cups because they do get itchy after a while. I haven't been able to build up a tolerance to these, so this is my main complaint about the AirPod Max. Okay, so yeah, that was a quick look at the Bose QuietComfort Ultras. Do look out for the full review coming out in a few weeks. We are going to be putting these up against all of these other headphones, see how they compare. Overall, I am hopefully optimistic about the Bose Ultra. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the Bose QC45s have been my go-to headphones for the last year and a half now, and especially they've been my go-to headphones when it comes to traveling because of their very impressive active noise cancellation and smaller case. So we're gonna have to see how the Bose Ultra compare to the Bose QC45s, and obviously we're gonna see how the Bose Ultra stack up to competitors like the Sony 1000 XM5s and the XM4s and the AirPod Max, and we might even compare them to the Sennheiser Momentum 4s. Alright, so we've already finished unboxing the Bose QuietComfort Ultra headphones, and now we're just going to go ahead and unbox the Bose QuietComfort Ultra earbuds. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the earbuds themselves don't look all that different from the Bose QuietComfort 2s, so hopefully all the upgrades are going to be under the hood. But anyways, let's just go ahead and unbox this, open this up here, and pretty basic. So here is the case. We're gonna have to see if this case finally has wireless charging, and let's take this off and let's just throw them on there. All right, so here are the earbuds themselves, and again, this case isn't all that different from the Bose QuietComfort 2s. Now, one of the ways that you can tell if you have the Ultras or the QuietComfort 2s is that the Ultras now have like this two-tone design going on. So here on the front, we have a two-tone color here. Whereas if we were to grab the QuietComfort 2s, these don't have the two-tone color design going on them. This is glossy black and then this is matte black, whereas with the Ultras, this is glossy black and then this is matte silver here. But like I mentioned earlier, the case on the Ultras is identical to the case on the QuietComfort 2. We're going to have to see if this case now has wireless charging. If not, that is going to be a letdown, just given the sheer size of this case. Because if we were to compare it to something like, let's say, the AirPod 3, and then here are the AirPod Pro's case, and the AirPod Pro's 2's case is the same, but I don't have it with me right now. They're downstairs. And here are the Sony 1000 XM5 earbuds. You see, a lot smaller, and these cases do have wireless charging. But let's just go ahead and see what else comes in the box. I think we're just gonna have our charging cable and silicone tips, and then that's going to be it. So just as you'd expect, we do have a USB-C to USB-A charging cable. And here are some, how do we open this? Here are some more silicone ear tips. Hold on, we're working on it. I just don't want to shred this. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, and then this just comes out, and then does this open? Okay, here we go. All right, so we do have some more silicone ear tips, and we also have ear fins. Now let's just go ahead and have a closer look at the earbuds themselves. Now, fit-wise, the Bose QuietComfort 2s and now the Bose Ultra, these do have a relatively unique fit to them. Now, these are a pair of shallow fitting in-ear earbuds, similar to the AirPod Pros or the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, so they don't go in super deep into your ear canal like, let's say, the Sony WF-1000 XM5s or the Sennheiser Momentum 3s, but also these do have these ear fins here, which do help give you better lockdown, because with shallow fitting in your earbuds like the AirPod Pro 2s, they do wiggle out because they are shallow fitting. But with the Bose, these are shallow fitting, so they're more comfortable to wear, but they don't wiggle out as much because they have their ear fins. And actually, let's just go ahead and throw these in real quick. And yeah, these are shallow fitting, but whoa, that's a little loud. These are shallow fitting. Actually, the ambient mode on these sounds good. It still sounds a little artificial. It doesn't sound as good as the ambient mode found on the AirPod Pro 2s. but it's still definitely really good. It just sounds a little robotic, but not too bad. But like I was mentioned earlier, these are a pair of shallow fitting in your earbuds, but they also have ear fins, so they're going to feel comfortable, but they're not going to wiggle out as easily as the AirPod Pros 2s or the Beats Studio Buds Pro. No, the Beats Studio Buds Plus, or the what's another pair? Or the Google Pixel Buds Pro. Those are also shallow fitting and they can wiggle out a little bit. But yeah, we're just gonna have a quick little comparison case-wise. So these are the Bose QuietComfort Ultra. These are the Bose QuietComfort 2s, and these have the same case as the Ultra. Then here are the AirPod Pro and the AirPod Pro 2. This case is much smaller, and it also has wireless charging, very important. These are the Sony WF-1000 XM5s, and again, this case is smaller, but more importantly, it also has a wireless charging. And finally, these are the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. So overall, we're gonna have to see what the Bose QuietComfort Ultras have to offer. Hopefully, they did update their Bluetooth connectivity, but other than that, I am excited about their fit. The fit on these earbuds has always been very good, and also I'm very excited to check out the Bose QuietComfort Ultra headphones. These have a lot of potential in my opinion, just given that the Bose QC45s have been really good, and more importantly, they got an update that really improved them after they came out.